Okay, so here I am talking to myself while I'm driving. Probably shouldn't be doing that, but this is my only downtime, really, just documenting my own anxiety, OCD / PTSD journey that's been going on since I was about 14, 15 years old. So I'm going to be 33 next week. So that's, 18 years. And I guess it just got so bad this winter that I just decided to start reining in the bull. It got to the point where I was literally feeling like I was going crazy. I wasn't enjoying life anymore. And it's not fair. It's not fair for myself. It's not fair for my daughter, for my wife, my family. I have employees, I got cut off there, sorry. So yeah, it's normal. No, you're not dying. Nothing's wrong with you. You just have anxiety. You have trauma that's unresolved. And your mind is playing a trick on you every single day. And you can't be mad at that. You should not be mad at yourself. You shouldn't be mad at your body, your brain, your body, all the receptors in your brain and everything like that telling you that there's a threat. You can't be mad at yourself because you know what? That is actually the thing that was supposed to keep us alive, hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. And you have to look at it that way. So that's really what I started doing is, and just recently, and again, it sounds crazy because I've been dealing with this for 18 years. You would think that I'd want to get rid of it as soon as I had it, right? But everybody who has anxiety or obsessive compulsive disorder or, any kind of post-traumatic stress disorders, it's one of those things that we just deal with silently by ourselves, and don't really look for help all the time. We look for reassurance. We'll Google things, we'll Google symptoms, we'll Google this, we'll Google that, just to get our reassurance for a short amount of time. And then we get that small release of, endorphins, that makes us feel like we're okay, and a little bit of relief. And all you've done is exactly that. You've just given yourself just a little bit of relief and no resolve. You haven't resolved anything. And that's what we have to, I guess you have to make the decision. Everybody has a rock bottom. Everybody has a different rock bottom. Mine was just like, dude, this is just ridiculous. I can't even be in the moment. I can't enjoy myself. I can't enjoy, day-to-day life, the things that were bringing me happiness. I was just petrified. I was just stuck in the situation where I can feel myself having anxiety because I'm videotaping myself. But see, I'm just get bulldozed through it. But you have to make the decision sorry, I'm driving. I'll cut this stuff out. You have to make the decision. No one else will. No one else can make you stop thinking things or start taking notes and turning the mirror on yourself. No one else will do that for you. You have to do the work, truly, because no one else is in your mind. No one else is in your body, So, yeah, so we deal with this thing. And I don't even want to call it a beast because it's not. We shouldn't look at it that way. It's literally our brain trying to protect ourselves. And if anything, we should be thankful for that. Because back in the day when there was a bear attacking our tribe, or if there was a threat in the woods, our our would fire off synapses or whatever. I'm not a doctor, so I don't even know what I'm trying to say here, but our brain would do everything that it could to heighten our sense of awareness, to keep us alive and to keep us protected and observant from any kind of things or anything that would I'm trying to think of the word, anything that would be of a detriment to us, anything that would hurt us, right? And you have to look at it that way. You can't look at it like, oh my gosh, I'm the only one dealing with this. I'm obsessed about this. I'm obsessed about that. It's like, no. That is all the same thing. You're not any special. Believe me. I used to obsess about like getting like a disease in my elbow or something so fucking ridiculous. But let me like, whatever you're dealing with right now, you think it's important to you, and it is, and it's like the scariest thing possible for you, and it disturbs you the most. That's what anxiety does. It attacks the thing that disturbs you the most, and you can't look at it like it's exclusive to you, because it's not. All that is that it senses that whatever you're obsessed about is something that's going to attack you, right? And most of the times back in the day, it would be a bear or a cougar or a mountain lion, or you fill in the blank. You can, whatever, okay? So you have to start looking at it that way. And it's hard to do. And I'm still there. I'm probably going to panic later on today a little bit, but I do realize, and I'm starting to realize, thank God, that it's just the mind's way, the brain's way of protecting me. And instead of being mad at yourself, don't be. You need to give yourself a little bit of slack. And what's keeping you in that loop, that constant loop of, obsession, anxiety, temporary relief, and then questioning again, like the vicious cycle of OCD. The only thing is that you have to just train your mind to escape that loop. And temporary relief is not good. I mean, it's good because it makes you feel good, but it doesn't resolve anything. You didn't fix anything. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm not sorry to tell you this, because it doesn't take very long amount of time. Once you start going through the things, and I would suggest writing things down. Just go through every single obsession that you've ever dealt with, and then just write it out. And why did it upset you? And you're going to figure out, that it's multiple obsessions that you've probably had. And guess what? You're still here. You're fine. And while you're writing things down, write down in detail what upset you about it and why did it make you feel that way. And then you're going to slowly, and again, it's not going to happen overnight. That's why it's muscle. It's just like working out. You have to do it every single day. But slowly, you're going to start to realize how ridiculous it is, and how all the things that you know what I mean, they're irrational. Most of them are, if not all of them. And if you were to ask anybody, if you were to ask 99 out of 100 people, and you're that one person, you'd be that one person that thinks that it's rational to think about this, and it's not. And all it is that it's a thought that you would have had if you weren't in that heightened sense of anxiety. But since you're in that heightened sense of anxiety, you feel like that thought is dangerous to you, and it's not. It's not. Do you ever have your temporary relief, and then all of a sudden you feel good about that thought? You're like, oh, man, this is not that big of a deal, and it's not. You're fine. So, even me saying this right now in the video, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? But like, it's like, dude, one day you gotta, you can't be irrational for the rest of your life, because it'll destroy you. It'll destroy any happiness that you have in your life. It'll destroy some relationships. It's difficult being with a person with obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a stressor to your loved ones, And God bless them if they're with you and they help you through the things, and they give you the reassurance that, you know, you're looking for all the time, like the reassurance seeking. God bless them. They're not helping you by doing that, believe it or not, but, you know, that's a good person to be with. If they're sitting there and they're dealing with this with you, so turn to them and tell them that you love them, and tell them thank you, and I'm sure that they will understand. And you don't need to apologize, because I'm sure that they know that you go through a war and battles every single day. And it's okay. But you're just going to continue to it's not going to go away unless you go through that trauma, unpack it, write it down, unravel it, look at it objectively, not subjectively. So meaning, look at it through the lens of, you know, an objective lens, not putting yourself in the middle of it, not putting your biases in it, and start writing stuff down. That's what's helping me, you know. And it's taken 18 freaking years, man. It just got to the point where, and everybody, like I said, everybody has their rock bottom. My rock bottom. It's winter time going into, you know, we're not even in freaking January, and we're in Northeast Ohio, and the weather sucks. There's no fucking sunlight, and, you know, I'm just cooped up inside of the house. You know, I own a business, so I don't really have to work that much, so that's even worse. You know, it's keeping yourself busy is one of the best things that you could possibly do, but it's just a distraction. You know, once you're out of work, then all of a sudden you start ruminating, you start picking up these anxieties, you start picking up your tics again, you start picking up your obsessive thoughts, you know, yeah, that work and keeping yourself occupied is great. It's a good relief, but it's not, you're not working through anything. You're not solving it, you're not solving the equation, you know. You're just pushing it off. You're just pushing it off. That's it. And you have to solve it day by day. It's not gonna. You're gonna feel a little bit of. You're gonna probably, to be quite honest with you, because I'm uncomfortable with it right now. You're gonna feel really disturbed at first. You're going to feel really uncomfortable unpacking all of your trauma and all of your anxieties. And, you know, if you do tics and stuff like that, see, I'm doing like some tics right now just talking, you know what I mean? Because it makes me uncomfortable. But like, you're going to probably act out your rituals while writing stuff down. And that's okay. That's okay. You're fine. You're okay. You are okay. You're fine. I love you and you're okay. I know that sounds weird, but I love you and you're okay. So, but, you know, right before you get to the top of the mountain, most of the time, it's always the hard climb. You know, it's always the steepest part of the mountain is at the top. So you're going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to be really difficult to get at the top of that mountain. And right before you get to the peak and you can, you know, see the solution, it's going to be hard. But you got to go through it. If you don't want to live with this, you can make the decision, you know, and you're going to, you know, it's going to go backwards. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days, you know, but, and maybe in a different video, I'll show you guys, what I do to keep track of my anxiety. But for now, I just want to give you just the, you know, just kind of like the gist of what I'm doing to finally just attack it, just unravel all my past traumas and obsessions, anxieties, this and that. See, I'm doing tics. I'm doing tics because I'm talking about things that have happened to me, and I'm playing them back in my mind. And it makes me uncomfortable, but it's okay, you know. So it is. It's okay. You have to, because when you carry that with you, you carry that. It's such a heavy weight that you carry around every single day, and it's unnecessary. You know, every single day, Every single day is a weight of its own, and why carry any more excess weight if you do not have to? Because guess what? The thing you're obsessing about, the anxieties you're stressing out about, they do nothing for you. Okay? When was when was the last time? And I'm talking to myself too. When was the last time that anything that you've obsessed about, or you've ruminated about, or anything, or any kind of problem that you're trying to solve? Because we all know that. I know that. Oh, well, if I could just solve this, I'll be fine. No, you won't. You won't. Because if you solve that thing, then your mind is going to find another bear attack. And then you're going to solve that other thing. And then the vicious cycle continues. You're never going to resolve all the problems. Okay? So sorry to tell you. So instead of trying to solve that problem, look at it in a different way. Look at it objectively. Unravel it. Put it on paper. Get uncomfortable with it. And realize how ridiculous it is, truly. Some things are good to think about. You know what I mean? But you shouldn't be white-knuckling every single thing that you're thinking about. That anxiety that you have while you're ruminating or obsessing about that specific topic comes from your brain thinking that it's an animal trying to attack you. Okay? And it's not. It's not. There's no animal there. It's just your body's way of defending itself and keeping you safe. And you're fine. Your thoughts will not hurt you. They cannot hurt you. Okay? So, hopefully this helps somebody out. I don't know. I hope so. Because, hey, guess what? I'm still in the band. I'm still in the train with you guys. We're all on the same train, okay? But we have to help each other out, okay? And making this video honestly made me uncomfortable because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm making this video. Is this gonna make any? It's like, no, dude. This is what we're supposed to do, man. It's what we're put on this planet to do. We're put on this earth. God put us on this earth to help each other out, and to get us out of tough situations. So that's what I'm doing here. So, yeah. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of temporary relief. But guess what? It'll give you a little bit of relief, but unless you do the work and start unpacking your obsessions and everything, it means nothing. So, I'll catch you on the next one, I guess. Huh?